The quiet I keep on the thin path to the beach is the hardest. The sound of your voice below and the waves unrolling against the shore of broken stones is an oracle, my future now of loving you. I am caught beneath the tilt of maples and cry of difference between 10,000 things. Leaf and stone, rail and wave, me, you. I feel restored in this descent, naming blossoms along the trail, hyacinth, lilac, and roses. I feel a table has been rightened in my heart, and I am ready now to place a vase at its center with a single flower. First frail green in the northeast, the forest around us no longer a postcard of Christmas of snow, clotting the spruce or worse. Fall's technicolor beaches, sumac, sugar maple death. Even death of vegetation should never be so beautiful. It is unseemly. I prefer the cusps. They focus the mind, which otherwise stays distracted. On the tidal mud, just before sunset, dozens of starfishes were creeping. It was as though the mud were a sky and enormous imperfect stars moved across it as slowly as the actual stars cross heaven. All at once they stopped, and, as if they had simply increased their receptivity to gravity, they sank down into the mud, faded down into it, and lay still. And by the time pink of sunset broke across them, they were as invisible as the true stars at daybreak. Things will be different. No one will lose their sight, their hearing, their gallbladder. It will be all Catskills with brand new wraparound verandas. The idea of Hitler will not have vibrated yet, while back here they are still clearing out pockets of wrinkled Nazis hiding in Argentina. But in the next galaxy, certain planets will have true blue skies and drinking water. When I go up through the mowing field, the headless aftermath, smooth laid like thatch with a heavy dew that half crosses the garden path. And when I come to the garden ground, the whir of sober birds up from the tangle of withered weeds is sadder than any words. A tree beside the wall stands bare, but a leaf that lingered brown, disturbed, I doubt not, by my thought, comes softly rattling down. I end not far from my going forth by picking the faded blue of the last remaining aster flower to carry again to you. What has happened? Language eludes me. The nice specifying words of my life fail when I call. Ah, says a friend, dried up, no doubt, on the desiccated wings in the swamp of the skull, like a lake where the water level has been shifted by highways a couple of miles off. Another friend says, no, no, my dear, perhaps you are only meant to speak more plainly. Winter was in the air, many months away, but in the air nevertheless. It was the 10th of May. Hyacinth and apple blossom bloomed in the back garden. We could hear Maria singing songs from Czechoslovakia. How alone I am, songs of that kind. How alone I am. No mother, no father. My brain seems so empty without them. All this feels all but exactly as it felt in a time when I was a child in love with everything that countryside dispensed, not just to eye and ear. There was the scent of tedded hay, or when the breeze came right, whiffs from the barn where I would be allowed sometimes to pull the teats of Guernsey cows, blithe as I would ever be able to be. That's doubtless why today's snapshot implies, by contrast, what I wish unknown today. So much of that old balm and softness erased, old friends expiring, ever uglier din of politics, and on and on. But then, to know the things that I have just remembered, from the age of my unknowing, so to speak, is to have milked each one forever after, as I can only know by looking back.